got a 26-mile steam out to sea. That's like equivalent to like 50 kilometers. You bastard of a thing! Not what we come out here for. Double doggy, double doggy, double doggy! That's the reason why I went with an alley boat. New Zealand! I'm coming over, I'm moving over! Yeah, doggy. That thing, dude. Look at where we are at the moment. I'm never leaving, doggies. I'm never leaving New Zealand. I'm staying here forever. I love this place. Yeah, doggy. What is going on, my doggies? Welcome back to another video, and welcome to New Zealand. I've just landed in New Zealand, and this is probably one of the greatest videos that we're ever going to film. Not only are we here for a little while running amongst shooting deer, fishing and just having a hell of a time, I'm actually here to look at a fishing boat. I've been traveling the world looking for fishing boats for the last 2 years, and I found myself here in New Zealand. This is going to be one hell of an episode. We've got a lot lined up, so sit back and relax. I've got a new boat and it's a weapon. You're about to find out a whole lot more. Yeah, my doggies! Look at this weapon! Doggies, I've been in the market for a new fishing boat for like 2 years. Behind the scenes, I haven't shown you guys on Instagram or nothing, but I've actually been in the market for a boat for the last 2 years. And later on in this episode, we're going to sit down with the boys. We're going to explain the boat that I've got. But until then, we're going fishing, we're going wide. We're going to go have a hell of a time. But this is the boat, and this is the gear that we've got going on. Like, here's the sinkers. That's what we're using for sinkers. We've got some big reels. We've got some deep dropping gear. We've got all the rods. Bro, this is going to be one hell of a trip. We're in New Zealand. Couple of hours drive north of here. We're going to get to a spot which sounds absolutely incredible, and we're taking my new boat for a burn, so this is fun. Is that what they're for? Absolutely. Is there enough? That Maiden. Well, I've just done about an hour and a half drive from where we were before loading up the boat to this farm. This country is amazing where we are at the moment. We're leaving the big boat over there. We're jumping in the car. We're going to go down the road for a pub feed, a couple of beers. Tomorrow morning we're going to hit it early, but you guys are coming for the ride anyway, so sit back. We're going to the pub for a feed. Let's go.
Go again!
Get them motors down, look.
Go forward! Go forward!
That's why you have that little boat. Bit feral there for a minute.
That's why we went with a alloy boat. Right, my doggies, we've just dropped the big tub in the water and we're frothing out. There was a little bit of wasn't a sketchy drop in, but it was pretty simple. But that's the reason why I went with an alley boat. We just dropped in on like a little boat ramp, rock bar kind of thing. We sort of to the low tide, we're sort of knocking on the bottom. That is the exact reason why we went with an alley boat, because you can do things like that. You can launch, a little bit more versatile. But dude, sun's not even up yet. We're in the water, the rods are set. We've got a long steam out to a big deep trench. We're gonna go chase some big fish. I'm absolutely frothing for today. The big girl, she's in the water. This is one of the best mornings you can get out here. Sun's rising, beautiful conditions. I'm frothing for this.
You can use anything, bro. You can use these little things.
Oh, we're just bouncing a little 100-gram jig off the bottom at the moment, trying to get a little bit of live bait. That sun has just popped its head up. This is actually the first place in the world that you get to see the sun rise, which is pretty special. That sun's just come up over there. We're bouncing jigs off the bottom. Hopefully we can get a couple of live bait. If not, we'll just punch out wide. But bro, it's a glorious morning. Out on the big rig. We're on the cigar lounge. And tell you what, mate, the froth levels are pretty high right now.
I reckon we should just get out there, eh? Just tear a key out there, so we'll catch our liveys out there as well.
Yeah, Roger.
It's not really providing here at the moment. But yeah.
Let's hit it. Alright, so you mob are probably wondering who these good looking fellas are on this boat. This bloke behind me here, this is Angus. Someone special is in the cab over there, but this is Angus. These are actually the boys who build this incredible boat we're standing on right now. This is my new boat. It's going to come back to Oz. We're fishing in NZ. You're going to see these guys a lot lately. We're here for a while in NZ, but this is Angus and this is the dream boat. We'll show you guys a little bit later on. We're going to go see if we can slay some fish. But yeah, man, this is Angus. He's a legend. He's been showing us around. Hopefully we'll get some big fish on the deck today, big fella.
Yeah, that's us. We're out there.
What do you reckon?
Make it happen.
Let's go.
Alright, we're off. We've got a 26-mile steam out to sea. That's like equivalent to like 50 kilometers. So we've got about an hour drive straight out into the deep. We're just going to hit some tunes. We're going to turn some tunes on and we're going to send it out wide. So sit back and relax, doggies. It's living.
I gotta cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Hey, legends don't die anyway. I was working on a play today.
Yeah, boy. We're on the zone. We're in the zone. We're dropping down a couple of electric reels with some big dirty bits of bait on them. See how we go.
How deep are we, brother?
280, I think, or 320.
Yeah.
320 at the moment.
320. Let's go, bro.
Just hold it.
What's he doing?
Just looking at the bottom. 300 meters of water, bro. There you go.
He's loading up.
I'm tired, my arms are burning. You bastard of a thing! I just wound that thing up 350 meters. My shoulders are burning.
Oh no.
It's not what we come out here for. Oh, he's made a proper mess too, eh? Pull that rod. Mate. Out of here!
No good.
No good, mate.
Oh, straight on her.
That's a booker.
That was legit as soon as it hit the bottom, bro.
Good, good.
Like, as soon as that sinker hit. Get him up, get him up, get him up! Oh, the boys are on here. We just moved a little bit further away from where we got that shark before. That sinker legit hit the bottom. I put it out of gear and it just went pop, pop, pop. And we got a fish on, like, instantly. Very hard work.
Hey.
That's where it's at. That's the shit. That's what we come out here for. That's the shit, dude. Well, that's what we've come out for. That is a New Zealand harpuka. That is the shit, dude. Frothing. This is my first harpuka ever. It's the first time using electric reels ever. That's epic, bro. Yeah, the boys.
Yeah.
Let's go down again.
Yeah.
Let's go, bro. Alright.
He's heavy, boy.
That's a better one.
Crank the drag up a bit. Let's crank the drag up.
Oh, big doggy. Big doggy doggy.
Boys are on.
Doggy.
Speed it up.
Yeah, boy. We're on, we're on.
This old big doggy from my point of boat. He's the man that makes these weapons, that designed these weapons, and he's hooked up, man. He's hooked up. He's got a big one on. I think he's struggling, bro. He might be struggling.
The shadow might go over the side. Oi!
Oh, he's on.
Double, double, double doggy, double doggy, double doggy. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh,
Alright, small.
Small, man.
Oh, you
These
got
are
a double.
double.
That's the shit.
They both come up with their mouths open.
Just
Lots
dragging
of drag,
water.
yeah.
This is the zone. This is the shit.
How's that?
Oh, I just hoped it was going to be a big daddy, but it was just two small ones. So. A lot of meat, a lot of food there.
Oh,
That's a better one, eh?
It's a nice one.
Oh, that's a better one. Whoosh. New Zealand. I'm coming over. I'm moving over. Yeah, doggy.
Nice one, bro.
Chunky, eh? Look at the size of that mouth on this thing, boy. Well, there's a better one. Look at that thing. That's sick, dude.
no way. Mad.
Well, this spot is absolute bloody mayhem. Rex, you're gonna see a whole lot of Rex later on in this video when we explain about this brand new boat that I've got. This boat is a weapon. We are slaying fish on the deck at the moment. I'm gonna drop a jig down, see if I can't get one of these in a jig. We're sitting in just over 200 meters of water. This jig's going down. Now this is gonna be fun.
Big slow one come down. Another like couple of slow wines. Big one come down. And then this big one come down, and then just a couple of slow ones. It's just slow digging.
Yeah, like slow jigging.
Deep water slow digging.
Long bastards.
I know him.
Yeah, that's a fish, brah. Long way up. That was literally instant as soon as he hit the bottom.
What's that?
Yeah, dude, like as soon as he hit the bottom. I don't think he's a giant, but it's a fish on jig.
Oh, there you go.
Bro, is that what you use for live bait?
Yeah. Those are beautiful fish, man.
Those are the best eating. One of the best. Everything we're
nice.
catching here is beautiful.
You getting her up?
Well, it's taking a while, mate.
You got one on there?
Yeah,
On the jig?
yeah. All right, we've got a little bit of colour here. What do we got? Oh, it's a puka. Little puka. There you go on the jig. Bang, bang. Alright, we've just steamed across the ocean to another spot. That place over there was full of pukas, but they weren't giant ones. We've got a heap of fish there, man. It was literally like drop bang, drop bang. So we've come over to another one of Angus's little secret little honey holes, and we're gonna drop down. What are we in here? We're in 285 meters of water. So we're gonna drop the electrics down. If it's firing, I'm gonna see if I can get a jig down to 280. It's gonna be an effort, but it's gonna be killer.
Yep.
You want these reels stalling. You want to be able to lock the drag up as tight as possible and just have the reels like literally stalling.
You don't even need a hooker, bro. You just slap it into gear.
Double hook up.
Hookers. Fuck, bro.
That's so unusual, bro.
There you go. Shark food.
Take a chunk out of it.
Look how fresh that meat is, bro. It's
Slide it.
delicious. Shark saliva in my mouth, bro. Look at that. Bop. Big shark bite. Swim away.
There's only one reel with it.
Oh, hey.
A little bit of sauce to it, eh?
Look at the bend on that.
That's it, brother. That was like the smallest bite, hey? Like, yeah. And it just goes, ha! Look at that, bro. Electric reel fishing, eh? Not much to it, mate.
Oh, hey.
It's a better one. Some bubbles coming up with him, eh? Ah, he's too heavy, bro. Where's my little bloody stabbing gaff? That's the last one for the day. There he is, doggies! That's the last harpuka for the day. We're gonna limit. We're loaded. That's sick, boys. Cigar Lounge getting it done, eh?
Boom, boom, boom.
That's probably 10 kilos. Maybe a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna slay a swordfish. A couple 100 meters that way, they reckon there's a sword spots. We're going there. Let's mix it up. Dude, if we can get a sword, if I can even see a sword, I'll cry. It'll be the thing, eh?
Yeah, we're into it.
Let's
Go
go.
give it a nudge anyway.
What do you reckon, Rex?
This is a cracker day, bro.
Yummy, eh? It's gonna get smoked, boy. Alright, we've just dropped a sword bait down. We're sitting in, what are we sitting? I don't even know. We're sitting in a couple of 100 meters of water. Doesn't say. It's probably about 400 meters, I think. So we've got an 80 wide here. We're just dropping it down to the bottom. Once it hits the bottom, we're going to come off the bottom a bit, and then we're just going to sit back and hopefully get tight lines. This is epic. The mullet down there is going to get hammered. That's 500 meters that bait's on the bottom right now, 500. That little brick that you guys see with that little loop in it, that little bit of concrete, that's actually bringing the bait all the way to the bottom. Crazy. Now we just sit back and relax. Turn the tunes on. Sit back and wait. It's a glorious day out here.
I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra.
Alright doggies, we've come back into the boat ramp. The boat ramp is right there but in front of the boat. We've actually pulled the pin on the deep water fishing. One of those baits got slayed by something, we don't know what it was, but we've pulled the pin because what we want to do is we want to go start a fire, we want to go have a feed of fish, but before we do any of that, I'm going to take you guys on a tour of the workshop where my new boat has been made. These things are absolutely incredibly vessels. They are one of the best, quietest aluminium boats on the market. We're going to go catch up with Rex and Angus in the shop. They're going to teach you, I'll tell you about the boats. So I'll see you guys over there. Then we'll see you back down here. We're going to cook up a hell feed on the beach here in New Zealand. This is sick. Oh my doggies, this is about to get juicy because we're going to take you into the headquarters. We're going to take you into the shed of where these magnificent boats are made. That thing behind me right there is actually my new boat. And dude, it is one of the best boats I've ever been in. I've been boat shopping for the last 2 years. I've been sea testing boats. I've been traveling around trying to find the ultimate fishing boat for myself. I've been doing it in the background of the YouTube videos. I've kept it very, very quiet. But look, these white pointed boats, I've just kept coming back time and time again. It is one of the most incredibly beautiful riding aluminium boats I've ever been in. With that said, before we dive into the shed, I want to make sure this is clear. This is not a paid promotion by White Pointer. I've actually chosen them. They haven't chosen me. A lot of YouTubers will get given a boat by a company and they'll just promote the hell out of it. I'm not like that. You guys know we don't do paid promotions on this channel, but this thing behind me is the White Pointer that I've chosen. It is an absolute weapon. You want to see how this thing performs in rough weather. It is a beast. So we're going to go inside. We're going to meet the boys. They're going to run you through how they build their boats. By far, after 2 years of shopping for boats, this thing has sold me. The boys are going to run you through why. It's a machine. Their boats are next level. They look good, they ride incredible, and the finishes on these boats, I haven't found a boat as good as this in the last 2 years of shopping. So we're going inside, we'll go see the boys. We've got a big day ahead of us. All right, doggies, here he is, the man himself. This is Rex. This is where they build the boats. He's going to run you through a little tour, and then we're going to do a little bit of deep dive on exactly why these boats are so amazing. But I'm going to leave it up to Rex. He's the boss. He's going to show you through these incredible crafts.
Well, howdy guys. Rex Bryant from White Pointer Boats Gisborne, New Zealand, way out on the east coast. Pretty humbled and excited to have Matt and his team seek us out and find their way thousands of kilometres across 2 countries to see whether these white pointers got some substance behind them. I'd like to prove to you that after 30 odd years they certainly do, and why they do. So I'll take you through and just show you what we have here today. They come and go all the time, so we've got quite a big range. We've built up over 30 years, but today we've just got what we have here. Number one on our priority list is our hull shapes. Anyone can build an alloy boat these days. Any engineer can build an alloy boat, but incorporating design, really good design, with boat building is where we come in. And 30 plus years ago, I put my hands in the hands of a designer, and to this day we still have designers that support us. We never think that it's something we can do ourselves. We very, very much rate good quality designers. So that's what the white pointers are all about. Hull design, and then after that there's aesthetics, there's the interior layout, floor plans, there's the level of finishes you want to go for, whether it be basic and rugged or whether it wants to be a really nice family high-end finished machine. So as you come into the shop here, well, let's start with the Big Daddy. We've got a 1020 here. The theme of this 1020 was to build a boat with accommodation, all about really long range, go away for a week at a time without fueling, twin diesel power, and this particular one has got bedding up to 7 people with a coffin berth down right underneath the floor. So that's a big fella for us, and it will still go on a trailer, and it'll be around about a 6.5 tonne trailable weight on one of our alloy custom trailers. Over here is our 775, so they come in a 6mm hull and a 5mm side, option to have 8mm hull if you really have the need. But we weigh up the trailering weight importance as well as the on-water displacement weight. Very, very popular model. We can do everything in this boat. We can lock up the cabin, you can sleep in it, can have a table, it can have a little galley and fridge and a little cooking area, or it can be just a really big open plan cockpit sports fishing boat. On through here. So we're in the fit out shop here. This is the fit out and finishing shop here. We have the fabrication, hot works and engineering in another department. We have painting in another department. But in here we've just got some boats that are, either finished or on their way through. Here's our latest 745 model. That's been in my fleet for nearly 30 years as well. And this one was a particularly high-end finish with its super yacht type coatings on it. So it has a lot of fairing because we have a lot of welding in our boats that make a lot of surface damage. So a lot of boats actually avoid all that stuff to make the paint jobs very easy and very cheap. We prefer to have, again, our priority is about the hull, and they get a lot of welding. So this kind of level of paint needs the fairing and surface preparation to get it this nice. Here we have a really popular model. Probably our most popular model is this 8 metre 800 series, measuring in 8.25 metres. This boat's going to Sydney, so we're constantly doing boats in between our New Zealand boats for Australia, for anyone in Australia, for Gold Coast, WA is very, very appropriate, Tasmania and Victoria is very appropriate. So we have a good deal of representation and support down in Victoria. So that we are, and that's been a 18-year relationship. So we're really, really big on relationships, very vital. So been boats going to Aussie for a long time, and here's one going to Sydney. Okay, so we're sort of back to front in the process. We done the fit out and finishing side of it, and now we're going to go through and see where the the gristle and hard bloody grind of welding and hostile stuff goes on with engineering in these boats.
All right, you guys have to see the boat trailers that these fellas produce, because this is by far the greatest trailer I've ever seen. I want to show you. He's going to run you through. It's amazing. There's a story behind this trailer, and Rex is going to run you through it. It's very impressive.
Yeah, well, who would have thought trailers would have been such an important part of the boat package, but to us, it's as equally as important as the hull. It's a showpiece, but it's also got to be tough and actually function. The beginning alloy trailers was a tough grind. They learning what they can take and what they can't take. They are known for cracking, and we've had to go back 30 years. We've still got trailers that are 30 years old that are actually mint, but there's also been challenges of development too. As the boats have got bigger and they get rugged abuse, whatever, you find it doesn't hack it. So in New Zealand, when we build a heavy duty trailer, heavy transport trailer, we have to have them properly engineered by an independent source. They get all inspected by an independent source. So through that process, we've evolved and evolved and evolved, where we've found that we have to gusset this, we have to strengthen this, we have to weld sequence it, whatever, make it to give it the best chance of survival. So there's 30 years of history in a trailer like this here today. They're a cradle design. So the design started when I was building boats in Canada 40 years ago for the rivers, for the jet boats. And rivers like the Athabasca and the Columbia are just like flowing oceans. You've got jet boats coming up to get on their trailers, and you might have 15 knots of current of river flowing down, and you're trying to get that boat into the trailer. Well, this cradle, all this open section, allows you to get the keel and the entry in, and you can come in virtually sideways. Once that keel touches the trailer, you can walk the back of the boat round and just fire it straight up the trailer. So that's been the whole essence of the trailers we've been developing, and they're really common now. But we probably were one of the, due to my history of the jet boating 40 years in Canada is kind of how they probably started. So it's a pretty important part of our business. So when you see them finished, flipped up the right way. And another thing we do is we're about probably the only people that acid wash and clear coat them for protection. So every white pointed trailer has a clear coating on it. That just gives it another level of protection for its rest of its life journey against corrosion.
All right, so the last couple of days we've been out here testing these boats in some very, very haggard weather, and this is one of the reasons why I've chosen white pointer, because of the quality of the ride in shit waters. So run us through why these boats are so incredibly good, because honestly, I've tested a shitload of the boats in the last 2 years, and the ride quality on this for an aluminium boat blew my mind. So give us a little bit why these things are so good.
Yeah, sure, man. The hull is something we really pride ourselves on, and I go back 30 plus years ago. I still credit the fact that we got engaged with naval architects that had a particular taste for shaping aluminium. And I mean, aluminium, and it's laying flat on the ground, is a rigid piece of steel, if you like, that you can't do much with. But in actual fact, over distance and the technique of wrapping it over a jig, a predetermined frame, it's a bit like your skin over your rib cage. You can put an amazing amount of shape into a boat. And the people that design that stuff, the designers, the naval architects, which we're still supported with to this day, we still go back to and say, man, we still work in a team environment with naval architects and us as boat builders. So a lot of boat builders don't do that. They go, no, we just build the boats, man. We know what we're doing. We know everything. We don't do that. We don't know everything. And design is a critical part for white pointer and why a hull goes well. So again, as I said, over a long distance, a sheet can become a lot less flimsy, and you can shape it. So even an 8mm plate that we often use on the hull, either 6 or 8mm hull, or 4 or 5mm hull sides here, depending on what you're planning to do with it, we can actually shape what's called a compound curve into the hull. So you get a hull that's curving this way, but we get the curve this way as well. And when you stretch that hull down, you create a huge amount of surface tension, makes it incredibly rigid. Then with the miles and miles of welding that goes into it, it resets it like a mold. And it is like a molded boat. It's like a molded fiberglass boat, but in aluminium. It's even like the old traditional Cowrie planking way of building a boat, but we're doing it in aluminium. And it's labor intensive. It's tricky. It's not something a kit set CNC type, flat pack boat could be done in. It's too tricky to produce this much acute shape. Now we might go, without giving too much away, we might go from, let's say, 18 degrees at the transom, and we might pass through the monohedral section of the boat, which is the stability, planing and fuel efficiency part of the boat, to up to around 40 degrees on the nose, which is the penetrating and punching part of the boat, and then combine that with the chine detail, how this is changing shape from the back to the front, all the way it's tapering, and the angle is changing to make sure the slamming area is a balance of minimum slamming and a dry ride, the best you can get of both. So it's a balancing act. Some boats will give you a better ride, but they'll be unstable, or they'll slam, bang, or they'll knife and do all sorts of crazy performance things in the sea. We reckon the white pointer addresses every issue and finds the best medium balance. And I reckon we do all of it pretty damn well. And that's been our success, to bring people far and wide by word of mouth, like Matt. And we wanted to back that up. We always need to back it up with sea trialling, Boat shows don't do it, man. I hate boat shows. They're all about the show and shine, but coming to my factory, going for a sea trial, particularly with me or my son Angus, who are really trained in how to handle these boats properly and show you how to handle them, how not to overdrive them, how to balance them, how to operate trim tabs properly, how to trim your motors properly, how to put the gear in the boat properly, all plays a factor in making a good hull, a bad hull, or a bad hull slightly better. So you can make something bad out of good. We want to make sure it's the best out of the best, is our plan.
So when we took this thing out the other day, it was blowing its guts out. We were like properly just slapping. I've been in a couple of alley boats over the last 2 years testing him in some rough waters. This is the only alley boat which didn't make that slap bang, slap bang. It's literally a boat you've got to test. You've got to get in this thing yourself. It's very hard to explain. Like, how are you supposed to explain it? You can't explain it unless you get in one, eh?
Yeah, well, man, it's you know, it gets explained through 30 plus years of customers, support. You know, they've had their crews, they've talked, and it gets out to the people. And then the people go, oh, do I really believe this? And when they get to me and we actually take them for a sea trial, all the bullshit stops, and all the boat show bullshit stops, and all the internet shit stops, and we say this is the real deal. And to have Matt come all this way, probably sceptical, until he spent a day in the water with Angus and me, going through some pretty shit sea, and with trimming it right and handling it right and driving it correctly, he was suitably blown away, which is our buzz. It's our payback. It's our reward for the effort we put into shaping these hulls.
Yeah. Crazy. It's crazy the ride you get out of this thing. That's why I've chosen White Pointer. We've been talking on the phone for a bloody long time. And to actually come over to NZ and test it in their rough waters, which they have over here, I'm very excited to take this thing back to Australia and give it a flogging, because we're going to do some adventures, doggies. We are going to do some adventures.
Hey, everybody in this place plays an important role. This massive stature of a man shapes these big ass hulls, and he does it with this smart body, smart pair of hands, and does a beautiful job, eh, bro?
Thank you, bud.
Okay, so on this boat here, the Matt Field Days boat, it's going to be tested, and one thing that's going to be tested is the paint. Now this paint, I don't even know if I can call it paint. It's called body liner. It's like an armour coating. Google it, have a look at it. It's 3 times thicker. It's a very special chemical makeup. It has the highest resistance to any chemical damage that could ever get on it. It's got the highest UV rating. One thing they told us about is they made this machine that peppers it with stones, like for stone chip, and they formulate it to combat that kind of damage and that kind of life. So we're looking forward to seeing how it stands up. I guess we're going to see what happens when sinkers and hooks and bits and pieces hit it. It'll have a limit, no doubt, but we know now how much paint gets knocked around inside and out the boat. So this boat has been painted inside with body liner and outside with body liner. So they say it's an armour coating. Google it, you find out what you can on it. We're actually putting it on the boat. We're putting it to the test, and we're really backing what we've been told by body liner. So there you go. Another key feature in the evolution of boat control is trim tabs. And you know, in the early days, people used to say, oh, if you need trim tabs, you've got a boat problem. Well, what a load of bullshit, man. These things, trim tabs of all kinds, are about giving driver control and driver experience to do whatever you want. This boat here has got the first set of Zip Wake Pros. So we've been using Zip Wakes for about 7 or 8 years or something, guessing, and they've been really good. Some people, you know, have had challenges, and there's, you know, like all the stuff, software updates keep coming, and knowledge comes back from the field to the factory. And now Zip Wakes have come out with a Zip Wake Pro. We were busting to get them on the boat because we took a set of trim tabs off this and put these Zip Wake Pros on, and we didn't do bugger all setup. And we were just so busting to get this thing in the water and see what these Zip Wake Pros were going to be like. And straight out of the box with the display on the screen, which you'll see, they were just going mental, controlling and adjusting the boat as the sea conditions were shifting, as we were ducking and diving, people walking around the boat. These things are pretty fast, and I'd probably put them up 100% on the previous Zip Wakes, which were bloody good too. So we're looking for great things out of these Zip Wake Pros. I reckon they're going to be a game changer for so many boat builders and crews of any brand out there. I would be looking at Zip Wake Pros. Boat deck, beautiful stuff, man, and a great team of guys that listen to what you want to do as well as make suggestive ideas. So on this field days boat, there's a big theme about the crab versus the shark, the white pointer. We made a bit of humour out of it, and Angus created this, and Boat Deck accommodated it. And look at the machining and the beautiful detail they've done to produce it. This boat's going to become iconic as the doggies boat, the field days doggies boat. And we've got doggies in there, and we think it's a lot of fun, and it'll bring a lot of smiles to people to see this boat around. So if you see this boat, come and say g'day to Matt, and think about all the cool features that you may have heard on this boat.
Alright, got a beautiful little fire going on down here at the beach. Angus is in the back of my brand new boat. He's cutting a couple of fillets off all the different fish we caught today. Bro, oh my God. Look at the backgrounds. Look at where we are at the moment. We're in New Zealand, and it's a place I've never been here before, obviously. Never thought it was so beautiful. This place is incredible. What we're doing, having a fire, we're gonna cook up some of that fish we caught on the boat today. We're gonna do a little bit of a taste tester, because I've actually never eaten harpuka before, so we're gonna get a fire going, have a feed at sunset. We're having a couple of beers, and dude, life's amazing. You know what else is amazing? Is that boat that we're out in today. It is the greatest aluminium boat I've ever been in, and we're bringing it back to Australia very soon. Master Chef at it again.
Sashimi, brother. That shit is f***ing nice.
Sashimi. So what we're eating right here, right now, is Australian salmon for everybody back home in Australia.
It's in New Zealand waters though.
People will be throwing the stubbies at the TV watching this right now, bro.
Bro, it's not too bad when it's caught fresh, bled properly and kept on ice.
When you're standing in a bloody picturesque place like this, it's gonna taste even better, bro.
Like sweet, bro. I can just taste it or something. Yeah. What's sweeter than the crate?
Alright, what we got down here, doggies? Australian salmon, soy sauce, and wasabi. Here's a couple of boys. Have you already met Angus? This guy's a bloody legend.
That'll be the day.
Hey?
Not bad, eh?
Hard to beat, bro.
That's actually really good, bro.
Yeah,
That's Australian salmon.
it's clean, eh?
Fresh, we only caught it a couple of hours ago, eh? Whoa, that wasabi's got a pop to it, boy. Not only is the fishing good here and the views, the local boys are legends as well. Sitting on the beach having a fire. We haven't met one bad person here in New Zealand. No, everyone's a legend, bro.
We're all
Good.
legends around here, bro. All of us.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Give us a yeah, doggies.
Yeah, doggy!
That's like them, but I'll deal it out for you, right? Spam it. You get 100 of those. Alright, I need every one of them.
Hey, pleasure, brother, pleasure.
Unreal to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you,
Very
mate.
good to see you online, bro. I hope those views quadruple overnight. They will with my face, bro. Hey, fucker. Look at. Shake the cameraman's hand. Too much, Gus. See you, mate. That's my man.
Take care,
Thank
man.
you very much.
We just flipped the snapper. We've still got the big dogs going. Look at that, that looks good. Man, I'm excited for this, eh? I'm never leaving, doggies. I'm never leaving New Zealand. I'm staying here forever. I love this place. Wow. How good does this look, bro? Look at that thing, dude. Bro, that looks ridiculous, eh?
A few bones, is there?
There's all the bones in there, yeah.
Can chomp through those.
Alright, we got a little bit of bread, we got a little bit of butter. We're here with the boys from White Pointer Boats, and look, that's the boat. You're going to see a whole lot of that more on the YouTube channel. We've got some big adventures in Oz, but we've also got some big adventures lined up here in New Zealand. We're here for a while. Then that weapon of a boat is getting sent to Australia, and I'm going to run amok in it. So thank you so much for watching, boys. It's been a pleasure. We've got a whole lot. We got some more episodes coming, so just sit back and relax, wait for them. But until then, we're going to eat this incredible fish in paradise. I'll see you in the next episode. Much love, my doggies. Ow! To say I'm excited is a muchly set up understatement. Speak English.
Thanks, eh?
Stop yo!
Tangled up.
Oh, that's what it was, bro. Yeah. Ah, you I'm pulling me in. Fucked, bro. No, it's because we were f***ing around with that tangle. He was just sitting at 150 going, I'm dead here. Shark saliva in my mouth, bro.
No whining around here, eh?
Ah, it's the easiest days fishing of my life. Don't wind any f***ing reels on this boat.
First discovered you, bro, I think. And I was like, this Aussie Bear Grylls.
Who the wants to drive